Listen, we're just going to do this. You'll never see it coming, right? All right, we can still two-hit those guys, so thin beast bone, we got that. Let's just sneak down the stairs over here. Just gonna come right down these stairs. We've done it. We literally beat the game. And open! Adding skills. With a whetstone knife, you can use Ashes of War to grant your armaments new skills at sites of grace. An armament can only have one skill. Any skill it previously had will be removed. An armament's type determines what skills that it can have. Some special armaments have unique skills and cannot be granted new ones. So essentially, we've unlocked the ability for us to change the skills on our weapons. It said adding affinities. With the whetstone knife, you can use Ashes of War to grant affinities to your armaments at sites of grace. This way, you can alter an armament's attack affinity, boost attribute scaling, and more. The armament type determines and affinities that it can have. Some special armaments, like those with unique skills, cannot be granted new affinities. All right, so we got a new Ash of War called Storm Stomp. I believe it got its own menu. This Ash of War grants an armament the quality affinity, which means it scales. The damage of it scales both with dexterity and with strength. And it says, in the following skill, Storm Stomp, one of the skills that channeled the tempests of Stormvale. Stomp hard into the ground and kick up a momentary storm, usable on all melee armaments. All right. And we also got the whetstone knife. Whetstone knife. Whetstone with a cipher inscription made to look like a small knife blade allows the use of Ashes of War at sites of grace to bestow new battle arts and affinities to armaments as skills. The battle arts and affinities will depend on the Ashes of War used. So this is what allows us to actually put on new skills on our weapons. Kill it. I got him. Got him. And that is every enemy that has been that was here has been killed. How do we know? Because we just received it essentially refilled all of our flasks of Crimson Tears. So let's grab some more items here. Yoink. We already read about Herba and all that. Really quickly, there is a Site of Grace down here. You can see it off in the distance. We'll go grab that. And we're actually going to use our fast travel for the very first time as well. And we're going to go back to the Church of Ella for another NPC that we're going to talk to. Lost Grace discovered. We didn't need to sit down at it, but I did it anyways. New map of Limgrave has been found. So there, that small map that we had before has now expanded and got just a wee bit bigger. And back here is the first church that we visited after we fought the giant guy on the horse. The Tree Sentinel is what he's called. We're going to travel back here. And because it's at night and we've received our horse,
Tarnished. May I have a word?
A new NPC has arrived here.
A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed.
The way she talks.
And upon looking into the matter, the talk, I surmise, is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth the spectral steed named Torrent.
We are. I can call the spectral steed.
Ah, as I had hoped. I was entrusted this for thee by Torrent's former master.
She does have 4 arms, in case you were wondering. We got a spirit calling bell and lone wolf ashes.
'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erdtree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly, as they recall battles past. Now it is thine, to do with as thou wishest.
All right, summoning spirits. With the spirit calling bell, you can use ashes to summon various spirits. Summoning typically consumes FP. You can only summon one type of spirit at a time and cannot summon spirits during multiplayer.
Forgive mine intrusion, Tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder, before the Tarnished tire of obeisance to the two fingers?
And just like that, my waifu's gone. My second waifu. I believe in having multiple wives. Mind your business. And during that whole thing, one thing I forgot to sort of bring up is that Kale was over here. You could hear him sleeping. So she actually puts him to sleep. I really wish I'd have showed that off. But when you first spawn here, if you didn't walk right up to her right away, you could come over here and he would have his head down and he was sleeping. And then once you finish talking to her, you can come over here and talk to him real quick and he will have this to say.
Wait, weren't you? Well, you're back. Care to buy something?
So that's a unique piece of dialogue that only happens after Ronnie visits it here.
There are others of my people who yet survive in these lands. If the mood takes you when you meet one, then offer them some trade, won't you? My people, wanderers all have long been spurned by the grace of gold, which is why we cannot settle, but instead are forced into this pitiful, unceasing journey. But thanks to that, things are not so different for us now, though the Elden Ring is shattered. I think this makes us kindred spirits of sorts. Your people, the Tarnished, and mine.
Kindred spirits because he wants runes and we are willing to spend them on shit that he has, right? Mirko said she's cheating with you. Wait, she's cheating on you with him? With him? Come on. Nobody cheats on anybody with Santa Claus.
Perhaps you don't need to hear this, but
No.
see that no harm comes to my kin. We have a saying, we wanderers. Lament not your solitude. Expect no sympathy, no regard, nothing. But if anyone dares harm us, show them no mercy.
No mercy.
That is our code, so to speak. Just the way we are. Deeply unforgiving.
Right, and that's all he has to say. I don't really think we need anything from him. There's nothing here that I want. These are the cookbooks that he sells. These allow you to craft newer items. So this one, of course, it says allows you to craft bone arrows, bone arrow fletched, and bone bolts and all that stuff. As we start purchasing these, I'll read the descriptions from them then. But we will eventually come back and buy them all. Goodbye, Kale. So, all right. So she gave us a couple of items. One is the Lone Wolf Ashes. It says, ashen remains in which spirits yet dwell, used to summon the spirits of 3 lone wolves. Spirits of wolves chased from their pack. They later encountered a nameless Tarnished, who welcomed them as a hunting companions. The wolf spirits overwhelmed enemies with their agility, aiding the summoner in combat. So essentially what you do is you use the item that she gave us. Where is it? The bell, spirit calling bell. Where is that at? Here it is right here. Spirit calling bell. You use this bell and it says a bell capable of summoning various spirits from ashen remains. It usually requires FP to use. Spirits can only be summoned in the vicinity of a rebirth monument. When summoning is possible, the monument icon will be visible in the left side of the screen. Only one type of spirit may be summoned at once, and none may be summoned during multiplayer. So essentially, you put this, you put an Ash of War on your, let's say right here. Let's say I wanted to use the wolves that we have. You put it on a spot, and then anywhere where you can actually summon those, you would call for them. So it would show where it says square off on the opposite side of the screen. It would put a little round symbol there if you were able to summon those ashes. And essentially it's help. It's help for a fight without having to call upon other players to help you. A little bit of help. We have already agreed that we will not be using those in this playthrough as requested by none other than that kind gentleman over there. So we're not actually going to be using any of our spirit calling or our spirit ashes. So won't really be showing them off. You won't see them much. All right, so we're done with that. Where do I want to go next? Trying to think where I want to go from here. You know what? I got just the spot. Matter of fact, we'll just fast travel. We're going to go right back to Agil Lake North bonfire. And there is a new NPC that we can talk to up here on the left-hand side. Butt Stallion! A beautiful game at night, too, by the way.
Oi! You there. Could you help us out, Cully?
An Arteria leaf, a new item called an Arteria leaf. Dark red leaves with thick swollen veins. Material used for crafting items. Exceedingly rare to find, a faint pulse can be felt in the veins. Stirs the blood, providing an enlivening effect.
Why won't anyone look me in the eye? I'm not that ugly, am I?
Well, we talking honestly here? All right, listen. So you can't see whoever's calling for you, but if you get close enough, you can sort of feel that this bush is a little bit, there's something off about it.
What'd you go and do that for?
That for?
Oh, yes. I remember. Some clod turned me into a tree. You were just breaking the spell, weren't you? Thank you. The name's Bok. I was pushed out of the cave. Told not to come back. Not ever. Then I ended up as a tree. Lucky you came along, really.
So he had a spell placed on him. Essentially turned into a tree. You have to break the spell and then you can talk to him. Remember, exhaust all dialogue.
Oh, what a shame. When they threw me out of the cave, they took everything I owned. And so this is all I have to express my thanks. I hope you can forgive me.
Forgive me. We got 10 mushrooms from him. That's trash.
Or, well, if you can afford to wait for a while, I could sneak back into the cave and bring back something of actual value. Then I'd be of some real use to you, I reckon.
I reckon.
Right. But I'll need a moment. I'm frightened of them. So I have to gather myself. My knees start knocking, just thinking about that god-awful cave on the shore.
So he gave us a clue as to where he got kicked out of. The cave is. It says the cave by the shore.
Right. But I'll need a moment.
And he's now repeating himself, so we know that we've exhausted all of his dialogue. We're actually going to go start working our way towards that cave right now to help out old Bok here. So let's actually fast travel back over to the Church of Ella. And from the Church of Ella, we'll work our way down towards that cave. So if you go to the map, you can see that there's a shore here. And here's one cool thing about this map is that as you can actually look and find a lot of places just by looking on the map. So as you look along, you can see like there's buildings and stuff like that. We just need to make our way down along the shore here, and eventually we got to find ourselves a cave. We're going to start working our way that way, but first we're actually going to go and do a couple of dungeons along the way. I think one dungeon along the way, really. And there's a big statue up here. If you go to the statue, you can examine it. And it says, Guide and Gatekeeper for those returning to the roots. Guide and Gatekeeper for those returning to the roots. And you can see there's the little white light. Obviously, he's guiding us to something. Butt Stallion! Let's see where it's leading us. And we do have some enemies down here, so it's obviously leading us somewhere. Let's go kill him. Because I like murdering things. Let's murder everything. Hey, what you got? Herba. Oh! Peasants don't deserve to live. What? That's not okay. Oh, I see you. And essentially what that was leading us to is right over here. These are called catacombs. Open! And every time you encounter a catacomb, essentially it will look exactly the same. It'll look just like this. The same is to be said for whenever you encounter a mine as well. They always have the same entrances. This is Stormfoot Catacombs. It's fitting that it's called Stormfoot Catacombs. Should we get a level up in here? I'm thinking maybe level up time. Can we can reach 16 strength right now. We could use that great sword now. Let's do it. The hell with it. Let's do it. Equip great sword. You see, it's a little bit bigger. That's what she said. Let's give it a try. What does its ability look like? So you stomp with the ability. And then if you follow it up with a heavy attack, that's what happens. And that's what happens with a light attack. Now, we used a little bit of our FP there, so we're going to sit down, get our FP back. And then let's proceed. A proper death means returning to the Erdtree. Have patience until the time comes and the roots call to you. I think I'm going to die in here. Also, I'm overweight. I'm overweight right now. So, you can actually see, I'm going to give you guys a different view here. On the right-hand side of the screen, right there, it says equipment load 35.8 of 48.2. Basically, the 48.2 is your maximum equip load that you can use. Essentially, you want to stay at 70% of that or less. And that allows you to do fast rolls. If you are in a heavy load, you roll like this. Very thick roll. Not very good for avoiding damage, really. You can also ragdoll some stupid little imp deals. So we're going to have to remove something. Let's take off the helmet. Does that get us below? Yes, that puts us at medium load. So now you can see it right there. It says medium load. So we're at 31.8 of 48.2 right now. And now our roll is back to a medium roll. Noise. Root resin, we already got some of that before. And you'll actually remember from this description of root resin that this is normally where it's found. Said the roots of the great tree once linked to the Erdtree, or so they say. For this reason, catacombs are built around great tree roots. There's a big ass door here. Also, new item. Acquire material grave glovewort. Glovewort. Grave glovewort. That is it right here. It says white flower that blooms in catacombs. Each a soundless bell used to summon spirits. Strengthens ashes to +1. So just like a weapon that you can upgrade with smithing stones, those ashes, like the one we have with the 3 wolves, those can be upgraded as well using grave gloveworts. The art of strengthening ashes is known as spirit tuning. Only a spirit tuner may perform this deed. We don't know one. I'm sure we'll find one eventually, right? Open. Locked by some contraption. The summoning pool is now functioned. So this is one of the effigies that we had seen before. So once you activate this, you could actually call on other players to help you. Oh, I hit the side. Not okay. Wow. Really? Dude, really? What is this game we're playing right now? You know, the one where you back up, then I back up, then you back up. This great game. What? Get dead. Okay. Well, we already had to use one of our flasks. That's not good. A grave violet. New material. Grave violet. A purple flower that blooms in graveyards. Material used for crafting items. The hue of ghost flame. It's believed to be useful in calling forth spirits. So it doesn't really give us a good idea of what it's used for. There's another grave glovewort one. I think that's everything in this room. It's a trap. Oh God, I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna die. All right, so if you hit these, they go down and they no longer shoot fire at you. Something to remember. Prattling Pate, hello. That is right here. It said it emits a voice that says hello. Twisted clay sculpt in the shape of a human head emits the voice that says hello. A wistful fetish that imparts voices in words on an eternal journey. So I do believe if you just use it, it actually, so you're able to, let's say I found a player and they joined my world and I just wanted to greet them. I can go like this. I can say hi to them. That's their only use. That's it. That's it. That's the whole thing. Let's put that down. And you can see we have a ton of these little bastards. There's one hiding around the corner there as well. One hiding right there as well. They really want you to go and grab that stuff so that they all can attack you at the same time. And then also you have to remember that bumping this thing or hitting this thing can also cause them to you can essentially die from the fire of this as well. I always have issues with this, if I'm going to be honest. I always have issues with this when I'm a low level. See, now they all come at the same time. There's just so many of these little bastards. Jump attacks is kind of the way to go here. Oh no, I died. I died. No! It can't be! Death number 7 already? Already? Garbage. Literal trash. We gotta fight our way through all these little bastards again. Good thing is that respawns. We got some new of that, some of that stuff. I am having troubles getting this to lock on. Thank you. There we go. I think the traps stay down, yeah. The traps stay in their last configuration. Did we just take damage from that fucker falling on us? We did. We took damage from that little shitbag falling on us. Go, go, go. The bleed damage of these guys' weapon is actually really high, and you can really get into trouble with them. All right, let's get rid of one. Let's get rid of this one too. Oh my God. Drink. Damn, bro! We're dead. We're gonna bleed. Oh no! Dude, what the shit? Oh my god. What the hell, dude? What the fuck? No! Really? This is it. This is it. This is where I lose my mind. To these little bastards that every time I jump and swing, they just speed away at the speed of light and avoid my damage. Fuck you, you little bastards! At the speed of asshole, they just run away from me. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not mad at all. Well, the good news is, at least we dropped our shit close to the door. Closer to the door. And I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to grab these. Dude, what the shit? Instantaneously. Like, what the hell? I didn't even have a chance to get away. Why am I having... Why? Why? No. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. I'm not doing what they want me to do. Not. What the fuck, man? All right. Give me my shit back. We all have triple digits in the first stream, right? Yeah, that's about it. Dude, I didn't even get hit. I literally am one tap right now. Drink. Why won't I lock on? I've had such an issue with it locking on today so far. We got another grave glovewort. There we go. Where are you, little bastard? Where'd you go? Look at this little shit turd. He still hit me. Drink. Charge! A grave glovewort 1. Is something throwing fire at me? There we go. Somewhere a heavy door has opened, so that would be the main door back at the beginning. Where is that little shit? I know he's down there. I see him. Zero. I can't lock on. There we go. Sometimes you gotta die in order to wake your ass up, you know? You just gotta die, and then you fucking wake up and be like, this isn't a game. This is not a game. You're not here to play games. You're here to kill. This is life or death. Again, lock on. Thank you. This is Elden Ring. This isn't Elden Hold Your Hand. You get off your ass and you find that fucking dog. I thought that was another one right there. It's just a floppy box. Get your floppy box out of here. Look like my ex-girl. Forget it. Forget it. Sorry. All right, we have one more item in here to grab. It's this one right here. I think we're gonna I don't have any drinks left. Oh no. Oh no.